I still remember her voice that night, soft, teasing. "I just need some space," she said. "I want to date around, have fun. But don't you dare move on. I might come back." Her words cut like a blade, hidden behind a smile. She expected me to wait like some loyal pet, tethered to her doorstep, wagging my tail while she disappeared with strangers, hoping I'd still be there when she returned. I didn't protest, I only nodded. And in that silence, I found my first weapon. We'd been married 3 years. She came from money, I did not. I brought loyalty, patience, steady love, the kind she once swore she craved. She gave wealth, influence, doors that opened because of her last name. I loved her before any of that mattered. I thought she loved me, but money corrodes in its own way. It breeds entitlement, an endless hunger for something new. She didn't want a partner, she wanted variety. I had noticed the signs long before her confession: late nights, secretive grins at her phone, the faint scent of a man's cologne that wasn't mine. Betrayal had already crept in, so when she finally spoke, I didn't feel heartbreak or fury. I felt clarity. I gave her nothing she wanted. No tears, no begging, no fight. She expected a performance to prove her control. Instead, I gave her silence. Cold, calculated silence. While she laughed with friends, I prepared. While she partied, I built my fortress. I quietly hired a lawyer, uncovered hidden accounts, family trusts, loopholes in her prenup. She believed she was clever. She wasn't. I moved assets she thought were untouchable. I severed ties she assumed bound me. Piece by piece, I built my escape. Then came the sharpest move of all. The night she told me to be her safety net, she unknowingly handed me the knife. By morning, before her coffee had cooled, I had erased myself. Phone, email, social media, all gone. Even her family couldn't reach me. At first, she didn't notice. She was too busy sampling her new playground of choices. But eventually, reality settled in. Choices don't love you. Choices don't endure your moods. Choices don't stay. When the glow dimmed, she sought the safety net that had always caught her. It wasn't there. The silence that once comforted her became sharp, suffocating. Messages escalated into desperation. She showed up at my old apartment, gone. Called my old job, moved on, contacted my lawyer. Nothing. Every attempt to leash me ended in air. The day it all collided was grey and wet. I saw her, soaked, trembling, mascara streaking like ink across ruined paper. "You blocked me," she hissed, voice brittle. "Yes," I replied, nothing more. She had expected explanations, endless patience, the love that bent to her storms. Not this. Not silence. I stood there and watched her break. She tried nostalgia, pleading for more time, but the truth was etched. She never wanted me. She wanted certainty, a man who would orbit her forever. That man was gone. My revenge wasn't chaos. It was precise, surgical. I left her to the hollow she had carved for herself while I thrived in the space she thought would swallow me. Her friends called. Her family called. I ignored them all. True revenge isn't shouting. Its absence so total the betrayer chokes on the emptiness they created. Weeks later, divorce papers landed on her desk. She believed I'd never go, that my pride was tethered to her scraps of affection. Instead, I left with quiet resolve and half of what she swore I'd never touch. Her desperation curdled into rage. Not just money, but control, the story, the power. She once told me never to move on, so I did the one thing she feared most. I moved on without her.